yeah? Yeah. Yeah, so my name's Courtney Buckwalter. I'm half Mexican. So surely the name didn't give it away. It was my long blonde hair and tall stature. She was pretty tough growing up as like a white Latina, you know. Like the toughest part about it is people just assumed I'm not cultured, that I'm like full of all this entitlement. You know? But the best part about it is I own white privilege. So I win. But I'm actually really proud of my heritage. Like, in fact, I was a ballet folklorico dancer for like 15 years. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's like Mexico's version of Irish river dance, but with like sombreros. Imagine that. So we'd have these big, huge, extravagant performances, and then there would be an announcer that would introduce all the dancers. Right? So bienvenidos y buenas noches. Tonight we have Yadira Lopez, Miguel Grijalva, Courtney Buckwalter. My parents were so proud of their big white snowflake. Yeah, my mom's an interesting lady too. She's just one of those people that I would like classify as like an exaggerator / liar. One of those. She's great at like putting things into perspective for me, / invalidating all of my feelings. In fact, last year I was actually celebrating my 1 year at work, and I called her an event, and I was like, Mom, nobody said anything. Nobody even noticed. I was, well, Courtney, we just found a dead guy in my office. Apparently he died over the weekend. He didn't even smell. Come to think of it, it's a constant 60 degrees in here, so that does make sense. But it wasn't until they actually tried to wake him did they realize he had died, right? He had his head down and he had his hands on the keyboard. You feel unnoticed. Try literally working yourself to death and nobody noticed. And I just think, yeah, I'm invalidated. This poor guy's whole being was invalidated, I just picture this poor guy. He probably was like, I'm gonna come and work this weekend, work some overtime. I'm gonna get promoted. Promoted to the afterlife. Just kidding. That's horrible. It's terrible. I'm going to hell. I'm sorry. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Poor guy. But I do feel like my mother has kind of like developed a strong backbone for me. I think I work really well under pressure. A few months ago, I actually was offered my dream job, right, United Airlines, and it was solely contingent on passing a urine drug test. Simple enough, right? So I go to the facility where I'm greeted by the nurse tech, Peaches. She says, fill up this cup. Whatever you do not flush the toilet. All right, simple enough. So I go into the bathroom, right? I perform what I need to do, open the door, and present my sample to Peaches. Right? She looks at it and goes, nah, this ain't enough. This ain't enough. You have one more try. If you can't do it, then you fail your drug test. All right, no pressure? All right. So for 45 minutes, I'm downing water, and I'm trying to see if I can go to the bathroom, right? So I think I have to go, no I don't, no I think I have to go, no I don't. Finally, I go up to Peaches and say, okay, I'm ready. She says, all right, it's your last chance. Remember, do not flush the toilet. I'm like, all right. So I go in there, I'm concentrating, and I'm pushing, and I'm pushing, and then something else starts to come out. Right? But I fill up the cup. I fill it up. Yeah. I put the cap on and walk the door, and I open it, and I present my sample to Peaches. If you recall, I can't flush that toilet. She walks on over, looks inside. That's just nasty. So what can I say? I work really well under pressure. In fact, I think I exceed expectations. And that's my time. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm Courtney Buckwalter.